The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. A quote from the Apple Think Different campaign, which launched to celebrate the people who put others before themselves, and took a step to change the world. Recently, we took a trip to Seattle to visit these crazy people's creations, and see the mark they left on their city. We were intrigued to see how much of the information we learned on our trip tied into our thesis, and helped us better understand the background of each person. The people mentioned in this video use their crazy to push the world forward, whether that be through humanitarian acts or advancements in computer technology. Melinda Gates, Paul Allen, and Jeff Bezos are perfect examples of how crazy people can push the world forward. Philanthropy is not about the money. It's about using whatever resources you have at your fingertips and applying them to improving the world. What Melinda Gates is pointing at in this quote is the fact that anyone can improve the state of the world. That it's not about the wealth, but if you are interested enough, you can improve the world. They are now supporting work in over 130 countries across the globe.
Do you know what kind of goals she set early on or maybe later on in life?
Oh boy. I can't speak for her, but of what I know and just kind of, whether it's in staff meetings or in videos or things that I've read, I would say what's unique about Melinda, she does talk about her Catholic faith and talking about how from a very early stage in her life, knowing that service was a big part. So I would say the mix of that value with the opportunity that she was given in terms of being at Microsoft and having, that Microsoft became what Microsoft is, I would say it's that mix of her desire and her chance to want to really give back. And then now some of the big goals that she has, that she brings, is really about advocating for women and girls. So knowing both from like a data point, really looking like data-centric to know that if you empower women and girls, you actually can empower women and girls, but also have an impact on families and communities. And so I would say that, at least for me, has been a huge piece of Melinda's advocacy work. How do you empower women and girls around education, even outside the foundation, really advocating for women and girls to get into technology, STEM fields. And for her, really looking at access to family planning, knowing that that can create a lot of economic stability for families. So those are big, ambitious kind of goals about family planning, around changing the conversation around what does it mean to...
Melinda Gates was driven from a young age. She was always a huge believer in giving back to communities around her home. Melinda has now devoted her life to making sure that those that are less fortunate are heard for and cared for. She is pushing the world forward through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The foundation's goals are to deliver education and healthcare to those most in need. Culture eats technology for lunch. Microsoft has created a room called the Microsoft Garage. Within the garage, there are so many unique spaces and creative environments. The garage's motto was to create. Nothing is a bad idea, and if you're passionate about what you can do, you can change the world. Paul Allen, the co-founder of Microsoft, had a very similar mindset. He shared the stop talking and do something mindset of many of the garage's employees today. He was unconventional and used the passion that followed to shape the future. He pushed the world forward into a new era, improving communication, computers, and coding. While Paul Allen may be known for his contribution to Microsoft, he was also a collector. He collected many things like art, airplanes, and sports teams, to be vague. One of the sports teams that would not be the same without him is the Seattle Seahawks. Paul Allen bought the team and made sure the roots would stay in Seattle. Alan cared deeply about the people of Seattle and found it uncomforting that people could not afford tickets to the games. He created the Hawks Nest as a solution to the problem. The Hawks Nest is a low-price seating area at the end zone. He wanted anybody and everybody to be able to enjoy the game. A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn the reputation by trying hard and doing things well. Jeff Bezos. This quote expresses one of the many things it takes to push the world forward. A hard solution or a hard problem are the filters for people who are not passionate about the topic. Jeff Bezos, on the other hand, is excessively passionate. Amazon started as a bookstore, an easy way to make cash. But what Bezos soon realized is that online shopping could be majorly expanded. He pushed the world forward through the development of an online website that could access almost anything that you wanted to purchase. But Jeff Bezos is not complete. He can see a world that is so much simpler and crafted for our human needs. He has been investing in grocery stores where you don't need to check out, and plans to take his technology and plant it into Whole Foods in the long run. These visionaries have not only changed the lives of the people around the world, but have also changed the world in its entirety. Those who are crazy change the world by challenging their innovation and creativity. Now these innovators have the means to change the world again through their philanthropy. If you're the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%.